Immediately I loved this place. It's fantastic to sit down and to read and to be alone with your thoughts and these things. Poetry is in general characterized like it is epic. It is timeless. It is quite a different time capsule. You can walk around, you can come to the center. So in some way, like a labyrinth, the classical labyrinths have only one certain pattern.
Feels like a homecoming, because a lot of my sculpture starts from Greek sculpture, and it's nice to see them back at home. You walk down, you start seeing these tables, which are very much archaeological tables, and then you start questioning where these sculptures are from. Within a multiple, you see an object many times, you can't really focus on the one object. You start moving, and that movement of your eye and makes you think of other things. So I try and build these relationships with these situations which the viewer can kind of tap into, which become his situations.
I mean, I don't consider myself a sculptor. I don't have any, even though I have interests in regards to matter and I have a lot of opinions on how matter should be treated, I'm more interested in the gaps, I mean, the space in between one object and the other and the relations you create. I mean, when I was doing this series of works, I was trying to work from the perspective of a sort of post-human being or non-human being that could, would come back to Earth maybe and reuse human culture as a sort of ready-made or found objects, or, I mean, like a library. Many, not all, but many of my projects are placed in the outside, in non-conventional spaces.
Yeah, I certainly was thinking about the ancient speakers of Roman Greece, but to me they're not only wise, they're slightly foolish, they're kind of spindly, they're slightly ridiculous, and they're sort of pointing out places, but maybe you don't know where to. Even though these pieces are bronze, they were made originally in Balata. I sculpt it underwater, I heat it up in hot water, and I sculpt it under cold water, and as it sets, it hardens. That's why they're quite free.
Artists from different generations and using different methodologies, but sharing the focus of the library and the gardens and the bigger idea of knowledge. The Gennadius Library and Gardens is a fantastic site to bring together the legacies of Greek civilization and contemporary art. It's an amazing meeting point. 1,000 Doors comes from Borges, the great Argentinian writer, who of course conceived of a sort of a utopian library, a fictional library, which was infinite.
There is that famous story that when the Mongols came and they destroyed Baghdad, they emptied out the libraries and they made a bridge with the books to go across the Tigris River. And they say that the Tigris River flowed black for months afterwards because of all the ink coming off of the books.
Θέλω να δημιουργήσω αυτό το πράγμα, ένα χώρο που να υπάρχουν και, εκτός από τα πουλιά που υπάρχουν ήδη εκεί, να υπάρχουν και μια συμφωνία από πουλιά που θα έχω ενορχιστρώσει εγώ. Πιστεύω ότι και η απεσιοδοξία, όπως και η αισιοδοξία, προσωπικά πιστεύω ότι είναι το ίδιο ψευδαισθησιακές καταστάσεις. Αλλά εάν έχω να προτείνω κάτι, είναι αισιοδοξία.
Εδώ που καθόμαστε είμαστε μέσα σε ένα κομμάτι που λέγεται conversation piece, κομμάτι συνομιλίας. Είναι από αυτά τα έργα της σύγχρονης τέχνης που μπορεί να προκαλέσουν. Ο Νέον θέλει να δώσει την ευκαιρία σε χώρους που δεν είναι απαραίτητος παραδοσιακοί χώροι έκθεσης της σύγχρονης τέχνης, σε δημόσιους χώρους, σε ανοιχτούς, ελεύθερα, στο ευρύ κοινό να έρθει σε επαφή με τη σύγχρονη τέχνη, να ξεφοβηθεί.
This exhibition is open daily for 2 months and it's free of charge. It offers, I hope, a fantastic opportunity for the people of Athens and for tourists to the city to come and engage in some of the most important work being produced in contemporary art today from around the world.